A win on this last road trip. Extremely close, competitive games. We battled, and bottom line, our freshmen got a significant dosage of experience at CC2A on the road.
What have you seen with this team starting conference play into now? I mean, I know we've heard about the injuries, and you knew you'd be throwing a lot of the younger, experienced players out there, and but just talk about are you seeing growth from your team?
I see positive steps, and the frustrating part is I see positive steps with our opponents. Their learning curve is going upward, throughout January here, and so is ours. It just needs to be steeper. We need to have bigger leaps and bounds week to week, practice by practice, so that when we take the court on the weekends and play these games and have these competitive contests, that we step up and rise to the challenge and not play 35 minutes but a full 40.
Still early in conference play. I mean, you've been in the CC2A in your years here, but are you just seeing that this conference just continues to get better and better each year?
Top to bottom, you look at all 12 teams, which is significant. There's 12 teams in this conference. It's huge. Each year it does get significantly tougher top to bottom. There are no weak links, and we feel that we can beat the top teams in the conference at this point, and I'm sure we will. I'm sure we'll pull up an upset here shortly, and people recognize that. We've been in every game, and we've had chances to win every single game. And if we practice well and play smart during when the lights go on, we'll be successful.
Try and stay upbeat. Obviously important. Do you feel like it's the coaching's job? Is it the leaders on the team's job? But how are you guys able to stay upbeat and as you continue league play?
Well, we are upbeat. That's one thing that's significant about this team. It's a pleasure to be around them. It really is. They're a group, they're a unit, kind of an army that way. They're resilient. They travel well together. They eat well together, and they pull for each other. They cherish each other's successes when that happens during a game, and they're very competitive in practice. So we have the platform to get better. We have the work ethic to give us the opportunity to prepare each and every day for that upcoming game. So all the ingredients are there. It's just a matter of time until we turn this around.
You guys are home, and anytime you be home, you got to be happy with that. But just trying to end that losing streak, great time to do it is on your home floor.
Yeah, it's great to be home. The road is difficult. The travel throughout December and early January has been tough, but we're happy to be home. I'm sure we'll have a great crowd, and we'll entertain for sure, and we'll play hard for sure, and people get their money's worth when they show up. Now, if we can pull off a victory, that'll be just icing on the cake, and that's what we're going to try to do. The significant part of what's happening is that we have 22 games on the schedule, and we've played 6. And so if my math's right, we haven't played a third of the games yet. We got more than 2/3 to go, and a lot of basketball left.
Sonoma in town Thursday night. Having watched them on some game video, obviously the coach coming in, it's always entertainment itself. But talk about the game plan against Sonoma this week.
Coach Fiscaldo and his staff do a great job preparing for every game, especially ours. I think they consider us a rival, and they look at this as a rivalry game. Therefore, they won't only just be prepared, they'll be emotionally up for the game. Coach Fiscaldo they'll have some flair on the sidelines. There'll be a show within the show, and our fans appreciate, the enthusiasm that he brings to our arena each and every time he comes out here.
What was the reason why Jordan didn't play on Saturday night?
We've suspended Jordan for team violations.
How long is that going to?
It'll go through this weekend, so he won't suit up.
Okay. And just, I guess, him being one of your top scorers, how tough is that, for you guys to replace, almost 13 points a game, and one of the few guys who can really, create off the dribble, stuff like that.
Yeah, we miss his athleticism. We miss his ability to create off the bounce in the half-court set. We miss his hustle. He's a competitor that way, and he's a hustler, and we miss that. But we told the team, that it's addition by subtraction. And sometimes, many times, teams will rally with that gaping hole that he leaves us. So it's up to us to rally and come together as a team and use that addition by subtraction formula and play even better without it.
You know, Sonoma enters kind of, you know, basically the same situation as you guys, looking for a conference win. I mean, is it just, I guess, that much more, you know, fuel for them or fuel for you guys to kind of keep them on zero, or is it, you know, are you expecting them to come out with a little extra kind of fire in their tanks, knowing that, you know, they need to try and get things going like you guys do?
Typically, this program we're battling at the top, not at the bottom, and it's definitely a motivator. Just like if you were at the top, probably not much difference that way. In that, and you don't want to be stuck at the bottom, and you certainly want to be at the top. So you're fueled with fire that way.
And then I guess just obviously, you know, like Manny said, close games. But what have I seem to be asking this every week, but what are you seeing that's kind of preventing you guys from making that push forward to really get over the hump and get a victory?
Defensively is where we need to improve the most. All facets of the game we need to clean up. We need to clean up our defense, number one, and then how we play down the stretch. Who's getting touches? What kind of looks are we getting offensively to score those much needed points down the stretch? We can't go bone dry with 3 or 4 minutes to go, and we certainly can't be a sieve and give up easy baskets. We need to play smart down the stretch, and we need to defensively play over the entire 40 minutes.
That's all I got.